Yeah,
scary.
just it's the world where like this Invoker goes pretty good mid, you then get some Vessel, TA goes for a Deso, you get a quick Roshan, Timbersaw naturally just taking some heat in the top lane. Like they have the perfect lineup to just crush a game, but it's not about their execution. And the deep wraparound from Moneymakers, placing that classic ward on the southern side of the hill. They see Riddies.
Yeah, there's a potential for the double meld here, but they're not going to come close for it, which is going to be
nice kick.
Got the juice, but yeah, beautiful kick there, separating the fight out and giving them a chance to try and bring down Lucas, but they can't quite get it down. PMA's the one in trouble. PMA needs to get back. He's going to go down. That'll be a first blood. Eagle to follow will be the second kill of the fight. So it is a trade, but the first blood did go to Slayer. Now they're trying to run down Bignum as well. Meanwhile, BB and Slayer chasing him through the back as well. Maybe they'll turn their attention towards Toshi, and they absolutely will. Toshi B is gone. Meanwhile, Bignum does get smacked in the back of their head by Daze as well. So it's absolute carnage over by the Rune fight.
And Crystal Maidens, they don't have the biggest mana pool, and she's used plenty of Novas now. Only gonna have maybe, what, 2 Novas for the lane? So I think NAVI Junior throwing a lot of resources to not really get a lot from it. Who actually took the kills in the end? So 1 to Invoker, 1 to Earth Spirit, compared to... Ooh, Slayer stole. I say stole. But he got both of the kills. Maybe NAVI Junior actually taking a bit of a win on that one, I guess. Just because of Treant Protector getting both of the kills.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see what the Treant can do with it. I don't know, just buy a Glove of Haste and start smacking the That's what I'm saying.
No, he bought Boot Stick, but he can, you know, smack fools just a little bit.
Cringe.
Yeah. You're cringe.
Lame. Slayer immediately just getting beaten down the moment he comes back into the lane, by the way. Very rude welcoming back for him. He has got to be careful from this lane as well. They can fight back pretty hard with the Whirling Death and just with the amount of damage which Spirit can pump out as well. Yeah,
this top lane from Moneymakers is basically get whatever you're given. Like at any minute Slayer steps up, you're going to be hit by a Whirling Death. Before Timber hits level 3, there could be scenarios, some like Leech Seed into Dagger Spam might be able to kill him off, but I'd be very surprised if NAVI Junior were to go down in this lane.
Yeah, the 4-man melee lane is it's going to be quite the watch. I love this.
I mean, this is what Dota's meant to be. You know, this is just a brawl fest.
Yeah,
not this like
ranged hero.
Yeah,
get him out of here. Oh, heavy hits onto Bignum. My goodness, they get out the Frost, they get out the Meld Strike, and they will be able to bring him down. Rubik, got to be more careful than that. BB meanwhile being chased. He's got his Hawk though, which is going to do its rightful duty and dive bomb down onto the TA. Is it going to make a difference? Well, it is. He is going to be able to get himself out of this one, but yeah, a lot of aggression from NAVI Junior down at bottom and at top.
Yeah, the really cool thing in top lane, Lucas, he blinked or Phantom Strike in the way of the roll to prevent Slayer from getting jumped on. I kind of wish there was a Bloodseeker in the game, so we had all this bonus speed, but now Treant dies top.
Cuts down 1, cuts down 2, it's a double for the Timbersaw. You gotta respect him, but it's a quadruple melee lane. Timbersaw will always be king in this situation.
Whoa. Okay, let's take a breather. Let's look at mid. This is like the low action lane for now, right?
It's like classical music. Da, 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 da,
yeah, exactly.
Da, da, da.
Oh, that was nice. I can breathe now.
Calm.
I'm on the edge of my seat when I look at top. It's uncomfortable to watch that.
Everyone's like 10 HP, just every spell on cooldown.
It's just also loud attack animations. Like these heroes, they don't hit each other quietly. It's the big thud of a tree, the slap of an Earth Spirit. It's really quite disorientating. Oh, refreshing once again.
And yeah, we've seen this lane before as well. It's very chill. Emma Spirit uses Flame Guard, gets tornadoed, curses Invoker under his breath, and then everyone's just chill. Invoker usually does a little bit better from this just because he's able to kind of just sit in the lane. And as a hero, he just prefers that.
Also, surprisingly enough, Slayer was actually able to stack the small camp, so giving a little bit of life to this lane from Moneymakers. Lucas able to farm on the tower. I think if your days, you're going to be thinking about blocking this up soon because you want the lane to be in the middle. You want it to be in a position where PA is scared to go near Timbersaw. Anytime Slayer gets a pull off, PA is going to be just thankful she has a creep or two. And yeah, this bot lane, we expected it to be very TA favored, and yeah, TA favored it is. 21 CS Beastmaster, of course, doing relatively well with the 18. I could see Spirit maybe in a minute starting to make some rotations. He's looking at mid, actually.
Yeah, they're moving in here, but Igor very well prepared for this and has backed himself away. So a little bit too deep to go for this play, and misses the slight there as well. Spirit going to start heading back up to top.
Oh, Beastmaster it.
Final Beastmaster, yeah, does get caught by the blood grenade. Not going to be enough to finish him off, though. He will survive, and he's got the salve to come back into this one as well as that ring of health. So going to be able to just turn back into this lane.
I'm surprised that we haven't seen Earthspirit look to go to bot lane, especially with the fact that NAVI Junior are able to pull and kind of keep the creeps away from the Dire Tower. Would just net the kills. You know, BB3PX, he's 200 gold away from Vanguard. It's going to make him tankier. Is it going to make him unkillable? Probably not. There's a lot of, you know, cheap damage to throw around, but it will just make things slightly more difficult down the line.
Yeah, for sure. Daze has definitely felt a little bit lost for the last couple of minutes. Great start to the game, you know, finding the aggression up in top side, getting a double kill for his Timbersaw. Really good start, and now he's just kind of like, well, now they've started getting these pulls off, he doesn't know what to do. But in the mid, he TPs across here, looking to maybe make the jump onto Igor, but Igor sees it, sidesteps it, and now it's the Invoker who's in trouble. He needs some help, but he's not going to get any. Down goes the Invoker. Lift up, throw back onto Daze as well. MoneyMakers bringing in the supports, trying to get the kill, and with the blood grenade coming down as well, Slayer says, I don't care, I'll tag that tower for you, King. Gets Igor another, and that is complete outplay for MoneyMakers in the mid lane.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there with Earthspirit. Just a little bit confused on what to do, right? He's going to mid, but then doesn't really connect, then runs back top. TP's back to mid, but Invoker's already used spells, so a little bit of disconnect in how Earthspirit and Invoker want to play together. Meanwhile, MoneyMaker's super decisive. You get this tree awkwardly waddling to mid lane, but punishing that move. So a rare tree rotation on mid, but it works out beautifully. You get the kill. Daze, he's going to need to find his place on the map soon. He's now going to look to try and kill an Ember Spirit, but level 6 has the Remnant. An unlikely kill.
Here we go, throwing everything they've got at him, and away he goes. Unlucky.
Rune of invisibility.
And immediately
It's a matter of seconds difference, right?
Yeah. They tried to chain it, but obviously with low levels and the support spells, it's really, really difficult.
Yep, we're hitting the 7-minute mark as well. A rare moment as well. We're not really seeing that contest where either team's looking to bully out their opponent for a double wisdom rune. Both teams pretty content, just going 1 for 1. Stacks being made up by everyone. Ancients galore. Oh, look at just the efficiency from both teams there. Both triangles getting stacked, both 4 positions stacking whilst getting the wisdom rune. Do love to see it.
Yeah, it's been a common theme, at least in this series. Made more sense last game, but I guess once you're in the habit of it, you're like, oh, well, might as well. And yeah.
Oh, Slayer, you stepped out, mate.
Oh, yeah, he's going to get bored down here. NAVI Junior finding something on the map, and it will be the Treant Protector, so... Yeah, doing all right, NAVI Junior. I kind of want to be seeing them do better with this draft. You know, this draft kind of thrives on smashing the lanes. Like, they're doing good, but... Yeah. Want a little bit more from them.
It really boils down to just where you're playing on the map, right? And I think we've already touched on how the Earthspirit has missed a couple beats of the early game, and that will be the kind of the key components of if the game gets a little bit difficult in 4 or 5 minutes time, we can probably reference back to the Earthspirit. But for now, they are still in a pretty good spot to dictate the pace of the game. But they just need to start netting more kills. Like Lucas on this PA, the reason why you pick it into Timbersaw is you never really get pushed out of the lane too much. Like, you get annoyed 100%, but you still awkwardly get close enough to Battle Fury by that 10-minute mark. It's not as if it's doom and gloom.
Let's see what Lucas can do and how much space he's actually going to be given this game, because that's kind of more on NAVI Junior. To hit their timings, then come running down and try and outpace the PA with the TA. Yeah, BB taking up mid for a little bit as well, just making sure he can fill in whilst the Ember's trying to get something done on the map. And keep the tower shoved out, which I think is actually a really nice thing to see. Like the Beastmaster just farming Ancients and running and shoving out mid so that the Invoker doesn't thrive too much when the Ember leaves. They don't lose a tower or anything like that. And Rue's kind of just happy to Fate Bolt bottom wave over and over. You know, he's getting a nice dump of XP from this. It's very efficient from Moneymakers. Probably too efficient. This needs to be abused.
Yeah, I think it boils down to the fact that they understand Ember can't really kill a hero. Like, you go to a Timber lane, you're probably not going to kill. You go for the TA, you would need to bring both supports down, and I don't think the supports are in a position to play the wider map right now. So they have just kind of defaulted to farm as much as you can and wait and see how NAVI Junior wants to enter the game. I fully agree. I kind of want to see more things occur on the map. Of course, you don't want to drag your Invoker into fights before the vessel comes out, which I believe should be coming out in the courier. No, it's not. That's way too early. What am I saying? No, but either way, CM and Earth Spirit, I want to see them just make some moves.
Yeah, it's moving. Well, top tower has gone down, which is definitely something, so that'll help. Middle tower has also taken a fair thumping from Eagle, though, who is actually being the one much more sticky in this.
Look at the stacks, Nomad. Like, Beastmaster's just been farming a storm. He's farmed the Ancient stacks. He's now coming for another Ancient stacks. Really are living up to their name.
Yes, sir. Stacking up the maxes.
Is he going to go for the Axe build, or... Because he went Vanguard and he's going Mana Boots, which is the traditional approach to buying, of course, Aghanims. If he was going Helm of Dominator, he'd have bought that kind of directly. But I guess he is just going to go for that build. Am I a fan of it? We'll see. I feel like Helm the Overlord probably would be better this game, just to have more pressure to amp up everyone else. But you have a peer on your team, just having that Vlad Zora is always going to be key. We'll see if he still goes for it or not.
I think I'd like to see it. Here we go. Lift up onto the TA. They try and catch her before the shield comes out, but it doesn't matter. The rules there regardless. Eagle's on top of her as well. Got the juice getting very, very low. No chance of getting a refraction off here. And got the juice will fall. Daze jumps in though. They're looking for a bit of revenge here. NAVI Junior looking for the big response as they will melt down BB. Daze does survive through that as well, despite taking a ton of damage. And Big Nem just hanging out by the tree line, not wanting to risk his life. Ember. He's being chased a little bit here, so he's going to take the courier. Slowed up. Remnant is available. He gets another courier. That shouldn't have happened.
Good opportunity to learn.
Truly excellent.
Great voice lighting as well. 10 out of 10 on that play, Eagle. Good job. And yeah, NAVI Junior, they're showing us that they're kind of just happy to play the reactive Dota. You know, they don't really mind not being the one to make plays this game, which is, you know, that's their take on this game to date. So we'll see how that works out for them. Yeah,
it could also have been it could also be a situation based on levels, right? Like CM and Earth Spirit only just hit level 6. Maybe that could have been a deterrent from them wanting to make the moves, but now that they've got it, they are smoked up. Going into the Beastmaster mid, kicking him back. Use your big spells.
Up on the top side. Ultimate comes out. Shield is there, and the TA is gone, as is the Beastmaster as well. So
the world's longest slide.
Yeah, he's gone for a while, eh? Trade which definitely favors Moneymakers though. Beastmaster, he's happy to go down there if the trade is going to be the enemy carry.
PMA, he's chasing.
Yes, indeed. Big Nem taking some heavy hits, but this time, NAVI Junior, they're looking for a little bit more. Oh, Timber Chain off the mark, though. Big Nem might get to survive from that as well. Tries to dodge it. His own Chakram comes back, but Toshi's there with the damage.
Yeah, and through all the chaos of the engagements, guess what's about to be completed for Lucas?
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Battle Fury.
13 minute, 18 second. Not too shabby. And yeah. At that point, it's now Desolators on the cards, you got BKB on the horizon, and for NAVI Junior, this is the window of the game where make moves together, give TA purpose to go Roshan, utilize that to close out the map and try and prevent the efficiencies of PA, because if they don't hit any of these beats, this last pick PA will just keep on scaling.
Yeah, but they know she's here. Roll comes in, you ask for it, and they're delivering. Immediate rotation onto this Phantom Assassin. Nice battle fury, bro. And they take it down regardless. Not allowed to just sit around and farm. NAVI Junior have her number. I believe that was without a ward as well. Not super sure.
Yeah, it's just I think they had scan available. Yeah, they used the scan to find her location.
Meanwhile, Bignum, he's taking some pretty heavy hits here from the Invoker, but with the ulti coming out from Slayer, maybe they can look for the turnaround, but nice Deafening Blast coming through from Toshibi. That's going to really kind of slow down the side of MoneyMakers and stop them responding to this. Meanwhile, PA respawns and just going to head to the top side of the map. Her job now is to try and farm where other heroes aren't.
Yeah, and Vessel complete an Invoker, Desolated 200 gold away. This is, you're screaming for Roshan probably soon, and the Ancient stacks just haven't been touched for NAVI Junior yet. TA trying to play a little bit more on the map, and maybe she was afraid to go back to the Ancients after her dying there previously, but CM did deward there. But yeah, it feels like it is daytime. Desolated complete pre-15 minutes. Do you want to be looking at this? It feels like it's such a big objective, and yeah, we'll see if they... Oh, it's actually nighttime. Psych, go TP top. Timber's taking them. Okay, I didn't expect Timber to go for the stacks, but all right. Stealing away. It's like, TA, you haven't taken them in, what, 5 minutes of farm? They're now mine. Sorry, Chief.
Yep, your clock has run out. PMA grabs him, and that's going to bring him very, very close to his Kaya in Sanj, which is a pretty formidable timing.
Well, status resistance is going to be very good against any of the spells that MoneyMakers throw on him, and then throw a bit more amp on top. Yep, very stable item, and here we go. They go for the Roshan. Something I've been kind of not even hinting at. I've just been blatantly just saying do it. Yeah, just straight asking for it. But yeah,
you are not a subtle man.
No, I am not. I love you, no man.
Oh. Roshan should be brought down very quickly indeed from all this minus armor from the TA, and now it becomes a game of survival for the MoneyMakers. They survived through the laning phase, but now you have to survive through this monstrous timing they're going to have on the side of NAVI Junior. You know, I kind of would like Invoker to just go straight for the BKB this game. You know, like Midas is great. Yeah, I understand that, but wouldn't it be great if you just had a BKB and they just hit this timing with like Aegis, Blink, Deso, BKBs? Like, oh my goodness, that would be delicious. But then obviously you're kind of relying heavily on getting a lot done with that first Aegis, probably more than is feasible.
I like the idea of having some fail safes built into NAVI Junior's lineup. Like we've clearly explained how it's very volatile, right? Like they need to go, and at some point PA will just stop that and just be the unkillable hero. And if you go for all in for the 20-minute mark and then full flat, then you're already looking at like a 30-minute GG. So I kind of like the idea of them half and halving. And you know, Timbersaw is showing that with the Sanj Kaya. He's going for the build which will allow him to buy Hex down the line, the BKB himself, and also become a scaling core, unlike some Timbersaws.
I love how Eagle's playing this at the moment. EMA is going to find him and just wants to force him out of the area more than anything, but he actually doesn't have a Remnant available.
Oh. Nice dodge.
Nice dodge, yeah, that might just save him. TPing out, and the roll's not there in time.
That was so awkward.
Yeah, the voice lines from him are just, he's using those Gabe voice lines incredibly.
I wish they were just a little bit louder though. I think Gabe's voice is so smooth that like it kind of falls in line with the rest of Dota. You know, I kind of want that to be cranked up a little bit on volume. Maybe throw in a little emoji Gabe head as well when they get used. I need it to be more visual, more obnoxious.
Sometimes the subtleties in life are nice. Not everything has to be flashing in your face. You know, TikTok style, Subway Surfers, you know. So it's all about survival now. And Igor, you know, just took a pretty decent leap into them being able to do that, just splitting deep waves down to the bottom side, dragging a bunch of heroes back, and then getting out without dying. That's the kind of thing they need to be doing, right? Like it was very flashy, and that's a pretty extreme example, but that's going to put them in a really good place to keep control of this game and not let things get out of hand with this TA. And actually, they might even be able to find a kill on Daze. Never mind. That roll comes out, and Daze just flies away in complete invulnerability.
I just love the way Moneymakers are playing this, right? They got 3 heroes kind of dragging the whole 5-man of NAVI Junior around. They're not just hitting a tower with TA, whilst you have this Treant Protector hugging the PA the entire time, utilizing this invis, just looking to break any smokes. And the one moment that they separate, NAVI Junior are swarming in, but then she TP's out. Just beautiful reads from Moneymakers there. Annoy with 3. Okay, Slay, you know what? Fair play. It was destined. They really didn't want him to live there, but
they plonked that ward on his head.
No, I love the way that they were playing. That was just really good map playing. It's what you need to do against this lineup. This TA. You get an Aegis, it screams go push, and Lucas, he identifies the fact that NAVI Junior are playing in a way that they could throw away a fight. He doesn't go for Desolator, he goes straight for that BKB. When Treant spawns, I could see them looking to go for a little scuffle, a little engagement. Only a minute and a half left in this Aegis.
Let's see if they can keep this. I mean, if they keep this tier 2 alive, then that would be kind of insane, because that means they don't lose a single tier 2 in the duration of the Aegis, which is not the game plan for NAVI Junior. Let's see if they're going to try and make this defense happen here. Matchmakers, Moneymakers, they turn up. And nice ulti in the backlines here from Slayer, and in comes Lucas. He's got the BKB, he's got the damage. Takedown 1, takedown 2. Release of Doshi straight out the fight, as PMA is going to be the next target of this Phantom Assassin, who just takes down 3. Big damage coming out from that BKB PA.
They're just making all the right moves on Moneymakers, where to farm, where to split the map up, how to just...
Goodness.
You're kind of treating NAVI Junior like a puppet. You're fully controlling them. They're not making their own moves. They're just falling victim to whatever Moneymakers tell them to do. Oh, look, they're kind of top. Let's go top. Let's go push bomb. But in this Treant Protector, 4 points living armor, a TA by herself isn't enough to do it. And yeah, Tree's just keeping all these towers, tippity top shape.
I mean, the game just feels so hard now from the side of NAVI Junior. Like, that was your timing. You were supposed to be the bosses, the kings. To come back now, well, I mean, it's only 1k gold disadvantage for sure, but it's just a pacing issue. This PA is now just going to get her Desolator easily, and then probably one more item again until they're forced into another fight. Yeah, the game state is much worse than its net worth deficit is making out.
It's also like, how does Invoker get to free cast his spells from the fight? As soon as he shows, he's going to have some PA dagger out of nowhere, some Ember will jump him. Ember's about to complete BKB as well. Like, this is such a spooky window of the game. I feel like every hero in NAVI Junior is kind of playing for themselves as well. There's only one real defensive item, which is the Glimmer on the Crystal Maiden.
Yeah. How do you think that fight would have gone if Invoker had had a BKB?
They'd have lost a lot quicker.
Damn it.
No.
Station.
They would have, you know what? I take it back. They'd have lost a little bit slower. How about that?
Okay. Sounds like a win to me.
TA is such a funky hero as well, because I'm pretty sure some like TA purists out there are like, oh, TA is amazing against PA. You can buy MKB, you buy Deso, you one-shot her and whatnot. But it's like, you always need like an item advantage on top of her and a better vision game. So it's always hard to get that into the mix. And I feel like if you're relying on TA to be the sole hero versus PA, it's so easy for PA to hide and blur and that TA to get impatient. As soon as she uses that blink once in the fight, she's locked into that location of the engagement, and then that's where PA can kind of dance around the edge of it, phantom striking as she needs. So it is so difficult for Navi.
In addition to that, you've got this Treant, who's the big X Factor, but we will wait as they Jesus, Daze is just absolutely cut down. Riddies might be in similar trouble as well. They've got the vision. The Hawk comes flying in, and Lucas to follow as he picks up yet another kill. They just get caught out on a little warding mission. The two supports holding hands, skipping through the forest, and then suddenly have their heads rolling across the forest floor. Moneymakers on the offensive. They're going up this high ground. I mean, got the juices ready for them, though. He's trying to stand and fight and take down BB. Meanwhile, Lucas focusing on the Timber Sword, but can't quite do the damage to the Timber. And now, actually, the call from Moneymakers is to get himself back, but there is still his BKB on Ego, so he is kind of happy to stand his ground for a little bit, but that physical damage from TA ain't no joke. They do respect it, and Moneymakers, they get themselves away without losing anybody. But
Daze is going in. Look at the minimap, there's no one else behind him, but he's trying to start the fight.
I mean, he views Moneymakers is being out of steam, and MoneyMakers are kind of showing that as well. They're not helping beat them out at all here. They're saying, hey, it's just a Rubik. It's just a Rubik. We don't want to fight without our BKB on the PA.
He just keeps going.
Here is silly.
Oh, he got another one.
That'd actually be really good. Daze might be single-handedly saving this game right now. Sure, the Hawks are jumping around trying to do their thing, but BB is just running into a brick wall. There's nowhere else to run, and he gets killed off. TA takes him out.
You're the redemption. You know, after the laning phase from Daze, where he looked a little bit lost, like, you need to make some big plays to get back in this one, and yeah, they do it.
Yeah, the cross-map chase is always going to be huge. Slayer trying to just cut the waves here, trying to make things a little bit awkward for NAVI Junior, but he's not committing to taking down the waves. He just watched his teammates get chased halfway across the map by a Spirit. He doesn't want to be another longer map fire.
Ah, it's so awkward though. Look at him. They can barely kill the tower. It's like living armor plus a fortify. What are you really getting from this? And that is the inevitable undoing for NAVI Junior, is that constant the nuisance of True and Protector. Like, they needed maybe one more source of tower damage and they'd probably be in a much better position, but every time they get to a tier 2, there's a glyph, there's a living armor, there's something skipping a wave. It's most unfortunate, but Roshan, it is back available. They kind of need to do it.
He's
vibing
so well. Yeah, he's just delaying them so much. He's being so annoying in that one fight where there's like the big turnaround fight. It was him. He was in the backlands with the overgrowth. And I think that's such a good spell versus this TA hero.
It is. TA is always one of those fun heroes because she's so dependent on her blink dagger, and if she uses it incorrectly, there's no way for her to reposition, right? It's not like these other heroes that have that extra spell. Sure, Ags to some degree, but yeah. Roshan is falling.
Yeah, the double melds making this very quick. They need to get over here now. MoneyMakers moving across. They're in the pit. Roche is low. In comes the slide. They're going to know how low it is, but the ace is already picked up. Full got the juice, but now they're going to commit to the fight regardless, as Crystal Main just trying to let it go in the middle of the fight, but she gets caught down. Got the juice. Got to follow as well. Going to respawn in a second, but there's nobody here to help her out. This is just going to be another death for the TA possibly. BKB, but Raw is there. The damage is in, and down she goes. Sure, okay, you got your Aegis. Well done, but oh, just an absolute slaughter immediately afterwards. 3 heroes down on the side of NAVI Junior. And MoneyMakers are just so in control of this right now.
Oh, that's a filthy fight. PA just free casting her spells the entire time. Jumps in Earth Spirit, has to escape on nearly no HP, then instantly looks at the Invoker, forces him to Ghost Walk as well. And NAVI Junior, yes, the net worth is relatively even, but Lucas, he just does everything by himself. Like PMA, look at his positioning. He's the tanky frontliner with the gem, with the Lotus Orb, but he just can't stand up front, and you blink and the heroes are gone. They can't fight. Like, they can fight when they chase, but when it's a perfect 5-on-5, equal vision, MoneyMakers are always out in the lead, and we come back from the replay and Slayer, who is vying for MVP, locates the Invoker with his invisibility and gives his team just free access to get another pick off. PA, one of those heroes, if you don't shut her down, she's going to 1v9 the game, and look at it, it's the Lucas show right now.
It is, yeah, he's managed to find his way. I mean, it's never really out of it. He had great timing on that Battle Fury, died immediately afterwards, and then just has been farming and killing ever since. Exemplary Phantom Assassin performance. And
oh, there's no lift.
No, not quite. And the TA hasn't looked like an assassin at all, really. I'm not sure what the A stands for in TA, but
arse. Bad. It's
not getting
James's favorite hero.
Sadly. Yeah. And they're just continuing to kind of chase around the map now. MoneyMakers looking for this high ground. I mean, is this a bit forced? It's definitely not forced. We can take down PMA, but they actually can't slay. It's going to be the first one to die. PMA actually gets the Timber Chain away, but he's got the Vessel upon him. Toshi, meanwhile, just dead straight off the bat. No Invoker. Got the juice to try to fight up here, but can't do so. BKB, it's doing nothing. And now it runs out. The chains are there and the damage is in. Down goes got the juice. They'll move over towards Toshibi as well, who's just on a dieback here. The BKB is out from the Beastmaster, and they can finish off this Invoker. It's going to be so bad for them, and they can. MoneyMakers getting another kill after kill after kill. It doesn't stop for them. PMA doing his best to try and ward them back, throws out chakrams or anything, but the barracks are going down. There is no contest.
That's why PA is such a bonkers hero. The TA, she blinks on top of this Phantom Assassin, but because of the vanish buffer of her blur, she doesn't see him. And then, oh wait, she's there. She blinks again. It's like, yeah, this PA just dancing around the fights. Did get relatively low, but it's just too much. NAVI Junior, it's what, TA versus the world at this point. We're not really seeing the impact of Invoker in these fights. He's got a Vessel, a Force, and a Midas. These aren't the items, the big ticket items you want to be talking about at that 30-minute mark.
Yeah, and no MKB on the Templar Assassin as well, which I think is crazy. Going instead for the Chrysalis. And
yeah, I think
she the Silver Edge. I don't know.
She just didn't have the game. I think she had MKB in her quick buy, but with the state of the game, the pacing that was set, I don't think she could think that she could get that much gold. And then if you go for the Chrysalis, it's a cheaper item, and then you can look for Silver Edge many fights after, and PA. Yeah, you've just seen it as well with the Defiant Shell. Like, you jump her with the TA on top, it's like you're just always going to get right-clicked back. And
holy shit.
Yeah. This is
Defiant Shell to dodge one shot. There's nothing to pierce blur, so gonna dodge a bunch of shit as well. She's got the evasion time, and look at this, just walks up to heroes with the blur, and there's nothing they can do about it. Okay, there's a little bit they can do about it. Missing a tip
until they die
about it. And now PMA might be falling as well. It's another never mind. Timber chain up to the high ground. All right, potential here, but no, the TA just gets killed. Lucas on him like a flash and completely takes him apart. Oh my goodness. Bottom side now. Riddy's just trying to make it back to the fountain. It's a desperate state of affairs right now. Basher picked up as she jumped back in. No way. Surely you don't get away with this. Sunstrike coming on down as well. And Lucas finally gets punished for the overextension. A breath can be taken by NAVI Junior as Lucas gets a little bit too spicy for his own good. And they're still trying to fight under this tier 3 tower, by the way, which they haven't taken the tier 2 form. They've got the two of them locked down. Nowhere that is. Kill them here. They are. Who needs a carry? They're just running in regardless. PMA a bit to all of them right now. Jumping through 4 heroes. He takes down one. The Lotus off 2. Holy moly. Look at that. It's going to work. The Lotus doing even more so. It's turning into just a 1v1 now as the Ember pieces out.
The fuck am I watching?
I don't know. There's birds. There's stuff. But finally, MoneyMakers will back themselves away. My God. What a fight.
I'm all here for it. And Lucas, a little bit of an overextension, giving NAVI Junior just a glimpse of hope. But was it really enough? That Lotus Orb from Timbersaw really just did a lot of work. That was very nice.
8k damage dealt by the Timber throughout those entire engagements.
And the tier 2 bottom's still alive. They're just diving behind a tier 3 because they have all the confidence in the world. Like,
too much, has to be said. Maybe too much. There was no reason for that to take place, other than just to hammer NAVI Junior into the ground and make them feel terrible about themselves. And yeah, they're not feeling good after that one for sure. It's like we killed them, but we have no confidence anymore. Like, I think the fact that the fact that TA did go for this Chrysalis Silver Edge play rather than going for the MKB, it does give her defensive capabilities, of course. When PA jumps, she can then Silver Edge, disengage, wait for the opportunity. But will Lucas dive again? Will MoneyMakers dive deeper this time? Can NAVI Junior got the juice in the position to right click? I don't know. It's going to be one of those games. It's MoneyMakers' game to lose. That's the Timber
short of it.
Taking heavy hits, changed up as well, and he's just gone. The crit is there from Lucas. He's out for the count. No buyback available. Wasn't expecting the entire team to just be waiting, but then again, only 2 heroes dealt with him anyway. The rest of them are just smoked them behind, waiting for somebody else to show. This isn't how it ends, right? They're just going for the middle barracks.
TA's told her Dragon Lance just to get the Silver Edge.
All right, well, let's see what she can do with it. BKB comes out, Lucas and TA fighting up in the middle. The TA doesn't stand a goddamn chance. She's just gone, and the GGs are called. Game number 2, it goes to the MoneyMakers so convincingly at that as well. Triple kill for Lucas to finish things up. My God, Phantom Assassin just turning this game inside out.